with Kyle Evans. Grow with Kyle Evans.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet. Welcome back. We got another daily checkup for your neck up coming to you here on the G.R.O.W Show. Entrepreneurs, agents, everyone, welcome aboard. Let's dive in today. If you've been following along at home, we have been diving through The Rookie Real Estate Agent by Jay Papasan. Great book. Strongly recommend you picking up a copy, diving into the wisdom in these pages. And yesterday we started talking about the topic of time and time management. And this comes to us in page number. We started on building success habits in chapter 9. And it really is dove into time management. And as I coach and speak and talk to different agents and different business owners around the nation, one thing keeps popping up like whack-a-mole. And it struggles with time management. It struggles with calendar organization, time blocking, skill set in that. And I love you. I mean it. And I got to say that because I also need to tell you that it's not really time management. It's self-management. The gap is not the calendar. The gap is the choices that you're making. The gap is the mindset that you take. The gap is your priorities. You see, more often than not, there's not enough time for everything, but there is enough time for the most important things. We end up doing the things that we want to do, not necessarily the things that we need to do. And so if you're sitting there thinking, hey, that might be me, or hey, I need to get a little better at this, today's a great idea around that. So continuing on with the talk around time management, yesterday we talked about it in a daily sense. Today I want to give you broader than that. So week, monthly, quarterly, annually. And page 139 onward in the book is where we really dive into the meat and potatoes. When we're talking about a week and how to structure your week, and I'm talking to my real estate agents out there, I'm going to give you an offering, an idea on how you could structure it that works for you. And I've written this beautiful board behind you that you probably can't read. So I'm going to read it to you so you know what it means. So let's think about our week when we're looking at it as a whole and we're trying to plan out what could best serve me. How can I get in a routine or a habit or even a system that I could follow on a regular basis? A lot of us need more business. A lot of us need more GCI, more income. Because of that, we need more deals. Because of that, we need to talk to more people. A lot of us know that we should be talking to more people, but we're not. So here's an idea that you can follow in a week basis to make sure that you're hitting your contact goals. Let's talk about in the mornings. So here's an idea. Monday and Tuesday, you're going to spend your time with focus and intention around the generation of new leads, talking to new people, building new relationships. This is where we're going to go out and we're going to hunt a little bit. It might, for some of you, look like door knocking. Some of you, it might look like circle prospecting. Some of you, it might look like just simply calling people that you haven't talked to in a while. It might be open house follow-up. It might be calling through different communities or clubs or things that you're a part of. This is the generation of leads. So in the morning, AM time, Monday and Tuesday, we're going to focus on the generation of leads. Wednesday is when we're going to follow up. This is when we're going to be talking to people who maybe A's or B's in our pipeline, people who are warmer, people who are looking to transact real estate in the next 30 or 60 days. Maybe it's things that we have under contract now. Deals that we're working currently, we're going to make a whole morning around it. Because when we are intentional and we focus and we laser in on things, we get more productive. So, as a weekly schedule, Monday and Tuesday focusing on lead gen, Wednesday we're focusing on follow up, Thursday an idea is on your database. Talking to the people who already know, like, and trust you, deepening and making more robust relationships with those people already in your CRM, already on some sort of smart plan. Friday, an option that you could follow is a free day. Free day, Friday. But there's a caveat. I should probably put a big asterisk here. It's why I have a question mark by free day Friday. Free day can mean a couple things. It is a free day if you are on goal. It is a free day if you are on track. It is a free day if you have been doing the things that you've needed to do and done them in a timely manner. It is a free day if you've earned the right to a free day. If you have not, I want you to think of free day as in this is your time to do the things that you still need to do. You are free to do them as you must. Every single morning between the hours of roughly 8 and 12, whatever your schedule looks like, whatever works for you, whatever your morning is, those are the things I want you to take intentionality and focus on. Legion Monday, Tuesday, follow up Wednesday, database on Thursday, and Friday, dealer's choice. In the PM time, it's an idea to think about here. Monday PM, more follow up. So, some of the things that we've talked about over the weekend, some of the things that came forth over the weekend and reared their head and showed up, this is your time to follow up with those people. Maybe questions and people that reached out during your morning block. This is your chance to talk to them. Tuesday, an idea is you should be out and about making content, building your knowledge of the inventory that's out there. This is where you should be touring homes or touring neighborhoods or learning more about your market. Another option is showing buyers, going out on some home tours, taking your clients around. On Wednesday, a good idea is this is where you're running your listing appointments. Another idea, if you don't have any appointments, is could be a good time to do some learning, whether that's reading, taking a course in person or online, doing some education, making sure it hits that calendar block. On Thursday, since we're already in the database zone, if you're choosing to follow this structure, it's where you're going to be updating your database, cleaning it up, taking care of it, making sure that the maintenance and management of it is up to par. Friday, again, free day, your choice, dealer's choice. Now, I know Sundays on a weekly basis is where a lot of people hold open houses. For me, my choice is to be off. However, it falls for you, whatever your week looks like, and I might catch some slack for this, but whatever, I'm just going to say it. I think that everybody needs at least one day off a week. I do. I think we need a day to recharge, reset, just be where our feet are, take a load off. When you have that, I do believe that you are actually more productive. And I know that's counterintuitive, but I think you are more productive with appropriate rest. So, one day a week, however you want to shuffle it, there should be a rest and recharge day in there. Just my opinion. Come at me in the DMs if you want to. But here is just a loose format of what you can think about when you're structuring your week, when you're looking at that calendar, broken up into AM and PM slots. Now, if that's too ambiguous for you, here's another idea on how you can structure your week kind of on a daily basis. Is 9 to 11 lead generation, 11 to 12 follow up. Obviously, you're going to eat some lunch in there from 12 to 12:30. 1 to 3 appointment block 1. 3 to 5 appointment block 2. These are already blocked out on your calendar, ready to go. And your goal, your task, your drive every single day, every single week is to fill those appointment blocks with people to meet. Now, if you cannot and you do not find an appointment for that, guess what you earn the right to during those already pre programmed appointment blocks? More lead generation, more follow up until you have enough leads to support the business that you desire. Pretty much nothing else matters. That's the kind of mindset, that's the kind of mentality that we should be chasing. So, when we're looking at the weekly basis, here are two options that you can use to structure your calendar appropriately to be the most effective with the time that you have. One of my superpowers these days is time management. And here's the truth: I used to not be good at it. This is a learned skill, a learned trait, something that takes time to master. And yet, most of us never start the journey. We do it for maybe a day, we do it for maybe a week, and then it gets hard and we stop. You got to keep plugging away. You got to keep growing that muscle. So that's it on a weekly basis. Let's move to a little bigger picture here, the monthly basis. Here's some ideas on some success habits that you can do once a month to make sure that you're honoring your business and you're not being an amateur, you're being a professional. Because in the eyes of the state, in the eyes of the nation, in the eyes of Uncle Sam, you are a business. And we've got to start running our business like a business instead of just running out there willy nilly, wheeling and dealing. So, on a monthly basis, I want you to put your business owner hat on and you're going to review your budget. Some of you don't even have a budget. Well, that's a good place to start. Can't review something we don't have. So, maybe this month you work on a budget and create one for your own review. P.S. I'm not just talking about your business, ladies and gentlemen. What about a personal budget? Maybe once a month, you should be reviewing the budget of your household, the budget of your home, the budget of your personal finances. Another idea here once a month is you should be reviewing your P&L, your profit and loss statement. You should be holding your dollars accountable, as Gary Keller calls it. Every dollar that we are spending in our business, a good rule of thumb is we should be getting a 4 to 5 times return on it. If I spend $1 in marketing, I should expect to yield back $4 in profit. That's what this review is about. Another great idea on reviewing this profit and loss statement is you find yourself not dying a death by 1,000 cuts, which is where a lot of business owners struggle. $10 here, $50 here, $100 here. That added up each month over time turns into a lot of profit that is going out the door, but we never slow down to pay attention to it. So once a month, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to implore of you to review your budget and review your P&L, personal and professional. Another great rule of thumb, a great habit to be doing on a monthly basis to run a successful business is looking at your pipeline. I want you to forecast it. I want you to look at your A, B's, and C's, your hot buyers, your medium, your lukewarm, and then your cold. Figure out where these people are in their journey, update the notes, update your forecast on the potential sales that month, and come up with a plan around them. People who are looking to buy 0 to 30, 0 to 45 days. Anybody's looking to buy 45 to 90 days, 90 and above. You have different protocols and different plans and different touch patterns for each one of those people on their journey. So once a month, take a moment, take a breath, get a coffee, get a muffin, sit down for an hour, review your budget, review your profit and loss statement, review your pipeline. Some of you don't even have any of those things. This will be a great time this month in October to start wrapping your arms around your business and identifying and authoring these pieces of the puzzle. Now, once a quarter, here's some ideas that you can be doing. Taxes, quarterly taxes. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm saying it's a good idea to start thinking about these things and running this play. Paying your quarterly taxes, get rational, run the gambit, see what you owe, see what you need to pay, see what's going well, and do that. Some of us haven't paid taxes since 1992. That's not a good thing. Stop hiding from the work and start diving into your business. So once a quarter, taxes, another great idea once a quarter is some sort of professional education or continuing education, whether that be a conference, whether that be a class, whatever it is. I think that once a quarter, you guys should be going to some sort of event, surrounding yourself with other people, rowing in the same direction as you, and raising your lid. Go learn from somebody, whether it be something you're interested in or something you feel that you're lacking in your business that can grow you and move you to the next level. We have to be constant students of this game. The information is out there. You've got to go find it. So once a quarter, put it on your calendar. I'm going to do some sort of professional development, some sort of education. So we've talked about the week, the day, the month, the quarter. Now, finally, once a year, an annual idea, annual best practices, annual success habit for you is you should be reviewing and reflecting what happened in the past 12 months. Hey, where did I win? Where did I lose? Where could I have done better? What system or tool do I not need that I used? What system or tool do I need that could have drastically changed my life personally or professionally? Where in the areas of my life am I winning? Where in the areas of my life can I do better? Physical, spiritual, mental, financial, relationally. What we measure moves. And it takes time and it takes intentionality to be aware of these things so we know where to put more effort in to learn more. Another idea is I think that everyone should have some annual goals or some annual commitments that they're striving to. A man who doesn't know which port he sails for, no wind is favorable. Seneca said that. Do you know where you're going and do you know why? Once a year, you should recalibrate. Here's why I think you should do this once a year. I don't think your goals stay the same forever. Life changes, you grow. Different things become important. Other things become less important. Once a year, we should be slowing down and figuring out, hey, is that goalpost still where I want to go? Is that version of me still the one that I'm chasing, the one that I'm seeking? Once a year, you should take some quiet time, whether that be a day, a weekend, and start really plotting out your goals in your personal life, really plotting out goals in your professional life, and then breaking them down into milestones, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. When we get this clear picture, when we get this clear idea, it becomes much more attainable. How do you eat an elephant, ladies and gentlemen? One bite at a time. But to know the next best bite, we have to slow down and make a plan. Because if we fail to plan, we plan to fail. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, I trust that this is helpful for you. Some of you, this is old hat. You've heard this before, and yet a great message bears repeating. Where in this can you get 1% better? Whether that's on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. Where can you get a little better? I'm not asking you to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm not asking you to just completely 180 your life. But what I am asking you to do is get intentional and get clear. One of our classic bold laws from back in the day is clarity is power. Nothing is more true than that. Now you know. Now it's up to you to go implement. Spend some time today, spend some time this week looking at your calendar, make the appropriate adjustments, and put the things that need to be on there. Monthly, quarterly, annual basis. Love you, mean it. Have a great Thursday out there. Go do the things. Stop worrying about time management. Start worrying about self-management. Let's get clear. Let's get effective. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.
Grow with Kyle Evans. Kyle Evans.